Hello friends, I am Professor Giridhar Shetty from vastutraining.in. We do a lot of vastu work and lots of my friends call in and send messages on WhatsApp, sometimes on Facebook, and they send in emails actually, asking about how to maintain harmony in relationships. So today at one shot I am going to discuss a lot about how to maintain harmony in relationship. For that we have some tools. Jitin sir has designed some tools and I am going to demonstrate the use of those tools over here to you. This is the harmony pyramid. Okay, comes in a packing like this. It's like this. Okay. And the tool is like this. This is important. It has two pyramids. They look similar from the top. When you open this, on the right hand side you will have the gold dome. On the left hand side you will have a copper dome. Okay. So what you do is keep it like this. On the right hand side you should always have the copper one, and on the left hand side you should always have the golden one. The tops are equivalent. Now suppose let us consider a case where in an office, let's consider an office where a 55-year-old senior manager is working, and somehow at the age of 55 probably is not very conversant with computers, and somehow his approach is a bit laid back, and there is some change in the structure of the officer, and the senior manager gets a senior boss over him who is a fresh MBA and maybe 30 years or 28 years old, and who is interested in working at a very faster pace, and somehow he finds this old man stodgy, very slow, incompetent, doesn't even know how to use the computer, or if he knows only bare minimum things. All the planning should be done on computers and this man can't do it. He uses the pen and a paper. So there is a situation where frictions between the boss, who is slightly younger in age, okay, very raw in experience, but wants to do things at a very fast pace, and there is a senior manager, senior in age also, and somehow not very competent with the gadgets that you get nowadays. And now this senior man somehow wants to retain his job for the next 5 years because he has to settle his children and he's got some family issues and all that, and he can't afford to lose this job. But he is slightly, under the awe of this new manager, this new boss, and somehow wants to sort of, patch up the relationship in such a way, because he knows he can contribute by experience, but his talents for gadgets is slightly less. So he is not competent in those areas, but he has to patch up this relationship and continue in the same office for another next 5 years. So he comes to somebody like me who gives him this harmony pyramid and says how to use it. So what he can do is, in an office ranking, what happens is, this man, senior manager, is junior to his boss. The boss is the ultimate boss and he is junior to that boss. So he is junior in the office ranking. The person who is junior will put his photograph over here. That means this person buys this tool from me and he wants to use it for his improving his relationship with the boss, but he'll have to put his photograph under the copper dome. Okay? Copper dome is for the juniors, and if he can get a photograph of his boss, all the very good. If he can't get a photograph, then what he has to do is, on a white sheet of paper, write down the boss's name in red color and put it over here, and then put the gold dome over there, because the boss is senior. Okay? Then all he has to do is fix up these two pyramids on the top. Okay, and hold his palms like this, both the feet firmly on ground, hold his palms like this and say, I want to improve my relationship with the boss. And just hold his palms like this for 3 minutes. He can do it twice a day. If he does it twice a day, in another month's time, that young man who has now come as the boss would invite this man to his cabin, have a cup of tea, and then start seeking his advice, and the relationship will improve. I am promising you this, the relationship actually improves. And the senior man, the senior person, though young in age, will go out of his way to make it comfortable for this old man. This is one situation where this could be used. Or we have the usual, another relationship that we can look at is the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law issue. Now the daughter-in-law can't get along with the mother-in-law, but the mother-in-law is senior in age. So in that case, if the daughter-in-law is buying this tool from me, she takes the responsibility to do the charging. The daughter-in-law will put her photograph over here under this copper dome. Mother-in-law's photo will go under the golden dome because mother-in-law is senior in age. In family relationship, age will be seen. In office areas or on this kind of professional relationships, designation will be seen. So the senior person goes over here, the junior person goes over here, the daughter-in-law has bought this from me, she makes it ready by putting her photograph and her mother-in-law's photograph. All she has to do is put her palms like this and say, I have to improve my relationship with my mother-in-law. And if she can do it more than twice a day, if she does it more than twice a day, say maybe 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, because she is at home. If she can do it maybe 6-7 times a day, we have experienced that within the next fortnight, the relationship goes through a U-turn. And there have been cases where within a month, the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law have gone shopping together, have gone to movies together. So you can get these kind of results. This is one tool which can bring in harmony in any kind of relation. Father and son, brother and sister, cousin brothers, any kind of relationship, or in the office area, or in the professional area, or maybe rivals looking for the same business. It can bring in relationship, improvement in the relationship or harmony in the relationship. This is one tool. Another tool I would like to highlight is Pyron Gold Yantra. It comes in a packing like this. This is called relationship. This is mostly in the family area. This could be used in the family area. You have to put this up in your house. There are some squares over here. All those people with whom you are in disharmony, you can put their photographs and your own photograph over here. Give it an intention. It has got 9 into 9, 81 pyramids over here. Give it an intention that these are all the people, you can read out their names. These are all the people with whom I have to bring in harmony in the relationship. And then after this is done for about 3 minutes, just hang this on a screw over here. There is a place where you can put a screw and this can be hung. Ideally, hang this opposite to the main door of the house. Main door, main entrance, you hang it. Suppose the main entrance is over here, then you hang it right opposite over here. This gives fantastic results. All relations get healed. You can use this. You can use this along with this also. You can use both the tools together. Okay. There is one more most ultimate tool. But before we go into that tool, I'd like to highlight one more area from your house. The northwest corner area of your house is the area of communication. Usually there is disharmony in relationship because the communication is defective. So please check up this northwest area of your house. I'm sure if you are having disharmony in the house, then there must be some clutter or waste lying or some misuse of the northwest area. Say if there is a toilet over there, or maybe you have bought your fire kitchen over there. This will, somehow create disharmony in the house. But you can do one thing. In the northwest area, to energize the northwest area, that means to improve your communication, you could use some of the pyramid tools. For suggestions, you could of course come back to us on the phone, or you could write in with email. And we will suggest some appropriate pyramid to be put in the northwest corner, and your communications or your relationships can improve. There is one ultimate tool that I want to show you. It is called as a pyrifier. It comes in a box like this. On this side are many smaller brass plate etchings over here. These etchings are for different results. Now you want to improve your relationship. So for that, we use the pyrifier. How do you use it? The pyrifier is a structure like this, but there is an octagonal brass disc It's like this. Okay? You have to use this disk and perform the pyrophile. How to perform the pyrophile I have put separately on some other film. Okay? So you go to YouTube channel, you write on YouTube, you write Professor Giridhar Shetty. So you will get my channel. In that I explain how to use the pyrophile in detail. But here, for improving your relationships and bringing in harmony in relationship, this is the disk that you have to use. You keep that disk over here in this vessel, and then you pick a camphor tablet. Keep the camphor tablet like this on the disk, and you pick up the whole vessel like this, hold this, and give it the intention that I have got bad relations with such and such person, I want to improve that relationship. Or rather you can say, I want to improve my relationships, I want to be in harmony with such and such person. And just hold this like this for in your palm for about 3 minutes. And after that, keep it over here, take a matchstick, burn it off, and sit over there thinking about that same person. Send out loud to that person when you are actually doing the pyrophile. If you do this twice a day, within the next 60 days, this relationship would have gone through an utter change. The relationship would have taken a U-turn and there will be improvement. Definitely. Please try this. There are some 3-4 tools that we have explained over here. Use them for improving your relationships. And if you have got any further queries or questions to be asked or something that you have not understood, then you can call on the following numbers. The numbers are given below the screen, or you could write an email on the email address given, and we will try to solve your problem. You can choose to take consultancy on any of the relationship issues, or any of your financial issues, or any of your health issues, or any of your education issues, or any kind of problems, like somebody is trying black magic on me or something like that. For all these things, we offer consultancy over here. You just have to call in. We'll try to solve your problem.